Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. What's going on, guys? How are we? We got a couple of rounds left now. Good luck if you're in any finals, draft, classic, whatever it is. Good luck to you out there. Old Paddy Cripps just going and getting himself suspended. What's the latest here? I'm very much out of the loop. Now, I wouldn't be too confident that he's going to get off, but is it still going? 16 minutes ago. Still going. Jesus. Interesting. Oh, well, we'll wait and see what's going on there. But I think we can probably suggest that Paddy is going to miss. So I'm going to talk about a few options that you can consider if he does miss. I'd be pretty surprised. You don't often come through with the goods with the appeal. But, yeah, this season's really just kept kicking us in the balls lately. I think the first half went pretty well. And that's just been little bits and pieces with Hewitt and Stewart and Cripps and Jaden Short change of position and Max Gawn, just Cornelio late withdrawal. Little things. But let's take a look at the teams. Like I always say, feel free to put your comments in below and I'll do my best to get to them on Friday. Got the day off tomorrow, so I'll just be doing a bit of study and a bit of that sort of stuff. So I should get a chance to get to your comments. But yeah, like I said, good luck if you're into some finals. This is the business end of the SuperCoach season. So I hope you're going well. But let's see what the teams have in store for us. Obviously, we can't afford too many unexpected chaos pills thrown into us here because most of us are on one trade. Probably zero. I know I've got no trades left. How good is it to see Cunnington back? Gotta love to see that. Huey Greenwood omitted. That's interesting. I reckon that might just be curtains on his career or potentially look for a move. But, yeah, a bit surprised to see him dropped. Nothing too much going on there. What are the Cats done? Smith managed, O'Connor managed. Mitch... Oh, God, bro. Fuck me. Well, there's the unexpected blow for Shorty. Mitch Duncan has proven a frustrating selection for me. And it just got me even more frustrating. I shouldn't really be too brutal on Mitch. He's been pretty good for me, particularly when Stewart was out. But that fucking hurts. Old mate Paddy Dow's been dropped. Come to the Cats, mate. Come along. I'll take you. Then we've got nothing too saucy going on there. I needed Taranto back and he's fucking not. God damn it, that pisses me off so much. Bruce injured. Absolute burn, man. He kills you. Oh, gosh. Tim Taranto, one of the all-time stinker selections for Shorty. Absolute disgrace. Doesn't look like there's too much there. Now, I'm going to need... I'm going to need a smidgen of luck here to dodge a zero, to be honest, this week. It's a real disaster. Now, where was Carmichael? He was dropped last week, wasn't he? Or was he Medi sub? I can't remember. He's on the extended bench. I'm really going to need he or Rioli to play. And I'm also going to check Rioli. I'd imagine he's on the extended bench as well. He is. It's going to be a nervous Friday for Shorty. I mean, I worry so much about copping a zero from these blokes, but they can equally just dish you up a 30. So, I could be getting nervous over 30 points. And Owens as well, but he is named. So that's okay. Not ideal. Let's jump into a team and have a bit of a look here. It just hasn't really happened for me this season. It really hasn't. I'm in a draft grand final, so I'm really hoping I can get the job done there. But yeah, it hasn't been a bad season. Just every time I kind of feel like, okay, if I can just get this guy back, if I can just have a bruise-free team selections, I'll be off and running. There's just been something. There's always been something. So it's really disappointing. I even tried to have extra, I've got Cripps and Taranto. I tried to cover and it just hasn't worked, So look, at this stage, I'm going to hope it's Carmichael. I mean, Rioli can dish up a 65, but he's more of a chance to give you 28. It's really, really tricky. And Sean Darcy just hasn't been the selection I thought either. Is he fully fit? I don't know. And look, I think he's going to be a really nice selection next year. But not if Luke Jackson comes along. So really interesting. If he gets to sole ruck, gets a full pre-season, he's going to be at a real nice price next year. So But yes, Paddy Cripps replacements. Let's have a bit of a look. Obviously, the old T doesn't pop up because I'm out of trades, so we're going to have to go the long way around here. Go to the players. Just going to keep a little eye on the time here. 5-6 minutes. 5 minutes, nice. My initial feeling was Parrish. I think, look, I'm not going to tell you too much you don't know here, guys. We've got a bloke who's priced in the 500, so, we're obviously going to have some reasonable options. Where is old Pat? So Paddy's at 553 and Parrish is 7k over. So do most of you out there have 7k in the bank? Nice. If you do, fantastic. I mean, I think if you've got a bit of coin in the bank, Jack Steele's a great option. I mean, I think Walsh is an outstanding price for what he can produce. Same said for Mills. Petrarca's hit a pretty good stretch of form too. If you look at his recent averages, they're higher than his overall. But look, if you've got 30 or 40k in the bank, you'll have no issues replacing him. It's probably when you get to, the point where you say, Shorty, I've got one trade and $2,000 left, And I'd say, well, mate, get Andy Brayshaw in. But if you've got 1k left, let's say you've got 1k and you can't even get to Brayshaw, you got to go unders. Let's take a look at that. Let's have a look at that. I'm sure most of you have McRae. I actually haven't really deep dived into the guys below because on the live session, most people had some form of coin in the bank. I'm not going to go too much deeper than this. So let's have a look. Who do we really have to look from? I mean, Davies Uniacke, it's a 5-round average of 110. You got to respect that. Cornelia, I'm sure most of us have him. Angus Brayshaw, I think he's probably the guy for mine. Overall average of 100, but it's this recent form. He seems to be getting a little bit more mid-time. I'll try and reference that with some stats there, but I know they were talking about that. I reckon Rosie's going to be a really nice option next year as well. He's really hit some nice form late in the year, but we'll still get him at an average in the low 90s. They'd be the main guys. I'm a big Luke Parker fan, but he's more consistent. He's not going to go out of control for you. And otherwise, I don't really see too much. I mean, Boak is at a solid price for what he can produce. I don't know. I feel like he's tailed off, but he is a safe option. Josh Kelly is capable as well. What sort of faith do you have in him there? But no, that's helpful. That's real helpful. Let's have a look here. I just think, I don't know. God, fucking hell. Oh, that's great. I favorited that page. You can get a look at some of Shorty's playlists here. Let's have a look. No, we're out of luck. We're fucking shit out of luck. Anyway, if you look at Brayshaw and then say, if you said to me, backs against the wall, schoolyard pick Boak versus Brayshaw, I'd go Boak. But if we line up these guys' form, I just get the sense that Brayshaw's in much better form of late. So if you look at Boak, he's been in solid form. Yeah, okay, I've undersold him. He's, he hasn't gone big like he did early in the year, but he hasn't gone under 90 for bloody ages. And Brayshaw, has had a big 3 weeks. So look, you know what? I take it back. I think Boak's equally just as good of a selection. If we look at Joshy Kelly, bit of a burn man of mine from years back, picked him as a premium, didn't quite come on and produce for me. But look, nah, fuck that. That's trash. For a bloke with that much talent, he should be better. I know he's had some great years in the game, but they used to call him the Rolls Royce, mate. Jesus. He has not quite been firing on all cylinders for a long time. So yeah, look, to be honest, and then, you got to pay Luke Davies-Uniacke some respect. Just going the absolute long way around here to get to his statisticals. And aside from that 68, he's been great. Although the last 4 weeks, he hasn't gone over 120. We saw him do that regularly for a month around here. Who have Port Adelaide got? I know they've got the Bombers this week, so I wouldn't expect a tag. Probably not on Boak. I mean, we've seen Caldwell tag. We've seen Langford do defensive jobs before, but I'm probably leaning towards, Brayshaw I think is a solid option, and I think Boak will do you nicely as well. So they have the Bombers and Adelaide. So, yeah, look, honestly, I didn't start this video expecting to recommend Travis Boak, but here we are. I probably would. So, Paddy Cripps replacement, if you can't afford anything over, probably Boak, but you're probably winning on Davies Uniacke and Brayshaw as well. Also solid options. Parker, very solid. Dual position, all that sort of good stuff. If you've got a bit of cash, Brayshaw. If you've got a lot of cash, then I cannot go past Walsh, Mills, Petrarca, Steele. If you wanted me to rank those guys, I'd go Steele, Walsh, Mills, Petrarca. And I don't know why I put Petrarca fourth. I just do. It's a tough field. I'm sorry, Christian. I love you. Let's take a look at some of these leagues that I remain in. I will hope to do a Shorty Supercoach Leagues Grand Final preview next week. As you guys know, the winners of my league and the tipping and the overall, all that sort of good stuff, I will have a draft league for us to be involved with next year. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to organise that, but that is something I will probably do via the Shorty Supercoach Facebook page. But yeah, look, I don't have any... obviously, I'm still interested in doing well in the leagues, but I'm just trying to, win my last draft league. Hope I do well. Honestly, it's I feel like you have so much focus on Supercoach for a large part of the year, and you ride all the bumps. It's actually a bit of a relief sometimes when you don't take as much of a focus towards it. And at the moment, I'm just sort of like, yep, it's a bit tough, but I'm not going to lose my shit over it. They're definitely, if you copper Mitch Duncan in round 4, you're like, fuck you, Chris Scott, what are you doing to me? But at this point, it is what it is. It's been an okay year. If I can just get through and have a decent week this week and butter up for next week, breaking the top 8 to 9K is possible. It's a respectable overall year, but it's, could be better. But hey, like Shorty always says, you come for the Supercoach, you stay for the banter. So I don't proclaim to be some sort of Supercoach wizard, but I do love talking a bit of shit on those live sessions and having the banter with you guys. So hopefully you've enjoyed that throughout the year, and there isn't too many more videos left to go for the year. We're not too far from winding it up. I will have a big quiz night at the end of the year, probably some stage in the bye week or finals. Just have quizzes left, right, and centre for you guys, which should be a bit of fun. But let's have a look at some captaincy options. Pretty sure I'd Lockie Neal, Jack Steele on a Friday night. You can't go past that. And then, you might want to give a bit of a crack on Bontempelli, who can go big. You might want to, have a bit of a unique VC, try and get a one-up on everyone else. Miller, always consistent. Gawn against a weak sort of Carlton lineup in the ruck department. Oliver's always a great option. They're probably the main ones that bounce out. Of course, Laird he's worth every cent that you pay for him. He's been outstanding. 129 average. Unbelievable. Career best year. And we didn't see it coming. We missed those first couple of weeks with whatever it was broken hand or something. I don't even know. He's just come out firing. So he's been insane. But yeah, I'm going to wind it up there after I have a look at Rory's stats. It's funny when a guy loses that defensive status, goes pure mid, we're like, I won't look at him. But he has been a premium from the absolute top shelf. Look at that for a year. 93 in round 3. And then he's barely gone under 110. 105. That's incredible numbers. Have a look at this for a game. 38. 11 clearances. 14 inside 50s. Saucy stuff. Anyway, like I said off the top, good luck if you are in any grand finals, prelims, whatever sort of stage you're up to in classic or draft. And I know I've got a couple of guys that are right up in the ranks as well. I think it's Ben. I saw your comment the other day, mate. I'll look to get back to that. But yeah, good luck, guys. I hope you have a good weekend. I'll talk to you all soon. I'll be back for the press conference on your Sunday night. Cheers, guys.